fun for you.
So today, I managed to get my hands on what eBay calls a Korean MRE. We're going to attempt to eat this. We're going to compare it with a modern US MRE. For those of you that don't know what MRE stands for, it is meal ready to eat. You're going to have to bear with us because unlike the US version. So one of the things I want to mention is that this is just the entree, whereas his MRE is going to have everything. So we're going to go through that in a second. But you got to bear with us a bit because, again, it's all in Korean if you guys can't eat.
So we're going to start by opening up the US version and going through what is. So I'm only going to heat up the entree out of this and eat the entree while we're trying to figure that thing out. So we're going to move the camera down and I'm going to open this guy up and we're going to heat up the entree in it after we see what's in it, and then we're going to see what the other two things are. Water, by the way. We have no idea how much is actually supposed to go in it.
I've prepared 4 cups. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need it. If I do, I'm going to be scared.
That's like a week's worth of food.
But I am going to eat this. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, so he's going to eat some of that. I'm going to eat some of this, and then we're going to probably swap to see that. So for those that don't know, meal ready to eats, they come in these little
heavy-duty
plastic bags that are great for stuffing your garbage back in. But any veteran knows you never leave them in these. You always field strip them, which is even more than this, okay? So they come in these nice little vacuum sealed, apparently. They weren't vacuum sealed when I was in. So the entree is marinara sauce with meatballs. It's got all your nutritional facts. It's got, nutritional facts, ingredients, all that. I mean, there's a lot of ingredients for marinara sauce and meatballs. And then it's got some information on the back, which that is upside down. On the back, it's got stuff like that on it. 8 ounces, all that. That is one meal by itself. Then you have your side dish, which could be a second meal, but this one is
garlic mashed potatoes.
Garlic mashed potatoes. And to go with those mashed potatoes, we have butter buds, and then this is how I'm heating up my entree. I have a bunch of these in my shed, so I'm not worried about using this. But this is the heater, okay? When you open it up, for anybody that doesn't know, there's instructions on here, okay? All right, and you rip the top notch first. You slide your entree down with the heater lifted up, pour the water in to these 2 lines, then you fold it over, stick it back in the box, and then tip it at a 45-degree angle with the flap underneath. And what that does is there's a chemical reaction with this heater. It builds up heat, steam, and pressure, and it cooks or reheats your food. Usually about 15-20 minutes, I believe, out of one heater. Really cold out. Just don't breathe in the fumes. Then I never use these.
Don't breathe it in, but it's okay to eat.
Yeah. Warfighter approved. This is a hot beverage bag. I've never used them for their actual intended purpose. I've always just used these for storage because these seams break.
I've got one at home full of tactical spoons from old MRE.
All right. You have toilet paper, okay, from Lighthouse, San Francisco, California. Okay, you have a good chunk of toilet paper here, but for anybody that is eating these day in and day out, you're never going to use that because you're never going to the bathroom. Iodized salt, a moist towelette to clean yourself up, gum. It doesn't usually last long. Sweetener. Coffee. Instant coffee. Which, couple of these, and a crap load of these, and you got a fairly decent cup of coffee in the morning. Okay?
Let me see the coffee. Before we continue, I just want to say, This right here, this instant coffee, is the reason why a good portion of veterans leave the service and end up working for a coffee company making good coffee. Not instant coffee, but good coffee.
Black Rifle Coffee. So, as you can see, this, where's those almonds just to compare it? Okay. Plus 2 boxes. All this came in that one package.
Hey, don't mock my bag. It looks like it's Ziploc.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it is Ziploc. But, just saying, this is almost the same size as that MRE package was for one meal. So, we're going to move this stuff out of the way. So, Tim, if you want to start it.
So I'm going to open this up. We'll see what's in this thing. And yeah. So it's got a tab here. Again, bear with us. All right. Not in English. I've never done this one before.
Yeah. We don't read.
It's got a tear that it looks a little tab for me to tear that off of. Let's open it up, see what we got inside.
We're just collecting our garbage in one area.
So it's got one packet in it. That's says that. Okay. We'll open up the next packet, see what we got.
That looks like teriyaki sauce.
It looks like some sort of sauce. Yeah. All right.
Box, envelope.
Holy cow. We have instructions.
And it's in English.
For those that can't see it, I don't know how well you guys can see, but those arrows right in here say water line. And they also say it in what looks like Korean. But if you come up, that's what's in it. So it's got some rice looking stuff and some vegetables. And I am going to take a picture to see what we gotta do.
Okay. So on here, what I was saying was the warnings right there. Hydrogen vapor, okay? Flammable. That's what this produces. So while Tim's reheating his water, I have just a little bit of water here, way more than I'm going to need. I'm going to rip this open at the top, straight across, okay? As straight as you can get it. You bring the heater up so that you can put your envelope of food in there with it. Okay? And then a trick I've always learned is you pour down the side with the heater to kind of pre-activate it. But like I said, you only fill to those 2 lines. Okay? So way more than I need, but you know, you can't really tell. So now what you do is the heater's on this side, it's about to start getting warm. Fold the flap to the heater, okay? Take your box, shove meal, heater, and envelope into there, like so, to seal it, okay? To seal that, we're gonna let it go. Eventually, you're gonna see this expand while we're watching his.
Okay, so my water's ready. One thing I do want to mention is it looks like it's going to take a lot more than just a sip of water like that one does to make this one. And I'll show you the picture again. It looks like I need to take out the sauce packets. I'm assuming add the water, let it cook for a little bit, and then add the sauces and stir. Another thing I want to say, I don't know if you guys can see that, that is it did come with a spoon It was kind of like the MRE spoons,
Tactical spoon.
but I left it out on my table, and the missus thought it was garbage, so she threw it out. So use that Yuko set that I told you guys about that I haven't been able to use, so you get to see that. We'll see how that goes.
I am going to say a disclaimer. That already looks more appetizing.
It does. It reminds me of oodles and noodles.
It does not have barcodes. So we're going to pause the video while these are heating up because we don't think you guys want to sit here for, 15 or so minutes just watching this. We'll be back when these are heated up.
All right, welcome back from our short commercial break. I got my Yuko spoon here together. If you guys didn't see that before, okay. I showed it in an earlier video. I have not used this yet. I'm excited to. I got it for situations like this where you're eating out of a bag. Usually Mountain House meals, though. They're a bit more than this. Should have done this with a Mountain House meal. Other way, Gaff will spin it around.
For comparison, tactical spoon.
Take it out of the bag.
Yuko, hold that.
Again, I really like Yuko products. Yeah. All right. So,
and this is long.
we're going to open this up, show you what it looks like here.
Mine's still heating up. We had some technical difficulties with the heater.
Wow, it actually looks pretty good. We'll show you guys.
Smells good too.
It smells pretty good too. It's rice and vegetables there.
So, we're trying to figure out if this is spicy.
We'll
We're
find
about
out
to
in a
find
little
out.
So I'm gonna add the first one here. The first one's this little packet.
All right, y'all remember the Szechuan sauce from Rick and Morty that was released?
That's what we're gonna call this. We're adding the Szechuan sauce.
That's what that looks like and smells like.
All right, now we're just gonna kind of
Put it in that. Right there. Now, he's going to do his mixing thing. Mine is still heating up. It's not ice cold anymore. But
so the rice absorbed all the water, 100%.
very effective.
I was expecting water to be standing in the bottom, but there's not.
And I like the fact that the bag opens up like a Mountain House or a Wise Meal to where that is your bowl. Unlike these where you're holding an envelope.
Should have done a Mountain House meal with this. I got a couple in the shed.
Next one, we'll do a Mountain House compared to a Wise.
Yeah.
That might be on the camping trip when we do that.
Okay. We're gonna...
Alright, so we're going to bring the camera up. There you guys are. Hi. Alright, Tim. Time for your reaction.
There is a bit of spice to the sauce. I'll tell you that right now.
Can I grab some?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep, there's definitely spice there.
There is.
This is now Szechuan sauce. There's a lot of spice there.
Holy crap. Yeah, there is.
Oh my god.
I don't handle spicy food very well. That's pretty spicy. It
So-
is good, but it's pretty spicy.
If you guys buy one of these, this whole packet is not needed.
No.
Unless you are like Catfish Cooley, shout out, and love spicy stuff. Taking a Carolina Reaper and making a sandwich with a jalapeno on it.
I'm looking for those little meat peas. There's one.
I got one. It tasted like meat, but then the Szechuan, 5 minutes.
Korean MRE, I'd eat it again. And I'll just bring some Tums with you.
Rolaids, Tums,
This is actually pretty good.
milk.
I'm kind of digging this.
Mine is still cold on top. So I'm about to eat it cold because the bottom is piping hot. Like,
So one of the things with these MREs is the heater goes typically before the food does as far as shelf life. So depending on how old this one is,
I believe it's a 2012, but it's also been sitting in the trunk of my car below freezing temperature for the past week. Yeah, there is stamped, but it's worn out. The box has the full date on it, but the box is buried in my shed with the rest of the MREs.
I will tell you guys, if
Oh, no,
the
I
heater
can't heat
heat
up
up my food, you can eat it cold. All this does is heat it up. The food's ready to go
Yeah,
in that bag.
it's already cooked. I've eaten these cold. I've eaten this one cold, actually. It's not bad cold, but there's grease, like oil, like fats in them from the meats and
will
storage and
separate
all
out the
that.
sauce
They
out of
separate. So without heating it up and liquefying all that, they do get kind of gooey, but still edible. Like Spam. You
There's-
ever take Spam out and you get that weird gel? That can happen to these. And it's
And
almost warm. It's getting
as
there.
bushcrafters, you should have a pot with you. If you're out in the woods, you can heat these up with just by boiling water. That's essentially what this heater does. It's just using very little to steam the packet and get it hot.
Or you can do like we did and make a full, like 9-course meal out of a case of MREs. You just take them out, you put them in a pan, you heat them up, and then you just eat them like normal food. We've done that. That is still burning my tongue.
I'm liking it though.
All right, time to start with the marinara sauce and meatballs. Now, we ripped the top. Okay, so that was the top. It was just this little strip. So now to take this out without spilling water, there's another notch right here, just above the top of the packet. Okay, you can open it. That one didn't rip straight across. But if you look, I don't know how well you can see it, but that is water you do not want to consume. Okay. That came off of the heater. Now remember the warnings I was telling you about? Hydrogen fumes and all that? You do not want to consume the water that's in here. Try and let it try and dump it out not near a groundwater source. If you can, try and dump it out like where it's going to have to filter through, or just follow the instructions to a T, and you won't have hardly any water left over. Okay, like this one has some water left over, and I'm gonna try and show it to you guys. Okay, it's kind of gray. Okay, you see that? That's gray. That is toxic. Tim's dying. Okay, so this is not a solid brick anymore. It's movable. It's actually warm. It's not hot, it's warm. So again, on this there's 2 notches. Okay, there's 2 notches on here, and I've never had luck ripping these straight across. So we're going to take my haversack knife out, my Fury, courtesy of this guy, and we're going to just, actually, you know what, we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to do it sideways. Oh yeah, I miss that smell. So that is your marinara sauce and meatball. So there's your marinara sauce and your meatball. Okay? No.
Yeah, let me drink some water so I can taste it.
Not bad, really.
So, meatball up close.
It's actually really just like I remember it. Not bad.
Reminds me of SpaghettiOs.
Yes, that's exactly what it tastes like. Actually, Chef Boyardee. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Notification bell. We'll try and get some more comparisons from other countries and different bushcraft survival type foods, and DIY MREs. You know, we both have food savers and we both have stuff to make our own MRE. Go about our day. This is Sully, Tim, DIY Finger Lick Survival.